Sup. Good evening, good afternoon, good day, wherever the hell you are. That's just ravepartyradio.org, free to play station 24/7, no ads, freaking awesome. So go use it. Why wouldn't you? There's a lot of really good ones. Quarantine Radio is another good one. And if you're into music, why wouldn't you be checking out Cyber FM and get paid in crypto to listen to good music? But those are just questions we have to start asking ourselves. Turn that down just a little bit here. Kicking the dust off some of this stuff here, so if it works, great, and if it doesn't, no big deal. Nobody's watching anyway. Gonna log in here, play some Lost Relics. Dilemma's on here somewhere as well. So he's probably out noobing it up, dying in some sort of dungeon somewhere. I am pretty low level, so gonna be grinding out some of these professions, going through what I know about this game, what I've learned. I've been playing it for quite a while, but it has evolved and changed, which is kind of the theme of these blockchain games, especially with good developers and engine tasks and abilities and tools at their disposal. And a lot of these guys are using Unity and just producing some beautiful games at unbelievably fast paces. I mean, you can tell that there's nothing in the way, and they're, just passionate about it and grinding. And Cliff Colley's the guy designing this game, which is just, come so far in a year and a half, it's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words. But, if you have any questions about the background of any of that stuff, we're going to be covering just a bunch of games. Just all kinds of cool stuff that's been coming out. And, part of our mission is going to be of combining these communities. A lot of them, especially crypto communities, are very secular, and that's good. Competition spurs innovation, but we're at a point in history right now where I think, kind of everybody kind of feels that there's a lot of things changing and shifting, and kind of a struggle, if you want to put it, of ideals and, how people see the future working. So, I think it's important for everybody to kind of take a look at, alternative things like blockchain games and cryptocurrencies, and learn about Bitcoin, but hopefully the right way, without getting your head chopped off, in some sort of scam or losing a bunch of money. Because, in the end of the day, right, when we're talking about Bitcoin, what is it? And I try to simplify it and kind of take some of the noise away from that stuff. Bitcoin is a public money system. I mean, that's really it, right? Remove everything else. That's all it really is. It's an internet money system that, you know, anyone can really use. That's it. It's been around for 12 years. And here we are, right? Playing games on blockchains, right? Using blockchain wallets. This one is on Engine, so it's using the Ethereum network. It's Engine token based, but on the Ethereum network, which does add a set of challenges. If you're, you know, into cryptocurrency or not, the Ethereum network has not scaled real well, we'll put it mildly, and you know, that's caused some challenges, and some of these developers have had to work around some of that stuff. If you've ever heard of side chains or kind of how they're doing things like that, we can talk about some of that stuff if you have any questions. I find all of this stuff fascinating. It's all new. You know, if you're playing one of these games or you're in kind of early collecting NFTs, collecting valuables and stuff, I think that's really cool. It provides an ownership aspect of the game that I've never really felt in a video game before. Definitely not playing one of some giant corporate conglomerate. So, you know, maybe this is kind of the beginning of something new, a beginning of an era. But you know, we were talking about that, and that's kind of the subject of Golden Stacks a lot, is, you know, what needs to be on the blockchain and what doesn't at the end of the day, right? Some things just don't need to be, you know, like basically hitting a nail with a jackhammer, right? If you don't need to overcomplicate things, and you know, they're just encumbering or getting in the way, then they don't add value, right? So I think this game is actually a good example of how kind of some of that has evolved and adapted to the current environment and just the currency situation. He's used different tactics we talk about here real quick here. So instead of every item, you know, going in and out of a blockchain wallet, so you're paying transfer fees and gas and stuff, it's basically optional. So you hold something, you know, in a virtual wallet, basically, that's in-game, you know, on the in-game servers. If you decide you want to take it out to your Engine wallet, you pay in a transfer crystal, which is basically the representation of, you know, the ETH transaction, right? The gas transaction. So that kind of simplifies things. You know, keeps things in-house. You only use transfer crystals for rare items or blockchain items that you'd want to move out to your wallet, and then you can trade or transfer them, do whatever you want with them, hold on to them. You know, I wouldn't really be selling a whole lot, honestly, in this game right now. I'm only kind of trying to collect things and accumulate things like I've been doing since I've been playing it. Tonight we're just going to keep grinding out these collectible coins. So there's a Halloween event going on right now. All the dungeons are dropping these creepy coins, and these are limited edition event based items, blockchain items. And you can see this is going on actually fast. We were playing this yesterday. I think there was 60 remaining now. They're going, you can actually buy them out on the Engine X marketplace. If you want to go over that, you know, let me know. But they're going for about $30-$35, I think. So, you know, kind of see the conversion of going in here, grinding out some dungeons, and then trading or selling one of these items out on the marketplace. I'm interested in this too, the Phantom's Force. It's kind of a AoE attack item. I need to double check though, just to make sure that, you know, that doesn't seem very popular. 2 uses. Right? Does that mean 2 uses and it's gone? Or is that 2 uses per time you go into the dungeon? See, that seems like more like a potion, but we'll double check them. So, I would be interested in grinding out the 600 for this skin though. See, I've got about 200 now. Log in every day, you get a quest to find it's called a gift gargoyle. It's just this little dark colored gargoyle randomly around the town. This is town move. So this is the base of this game as far as the town interactions with your character. So this is kind of where we're at right now, outside the tavern. Little marketplace area here. Here's the auction house over here, graveyard, blacksmith's house. There's a jeweler right in the middle here, and that's actually where the silly gargoyle was yesterday, and I couldn't find him for some reason. Alchemist area down here. Those are for your professions. So those have just been added to this game recently, actually. As you can see, I am noobing it up. So I've been working on the mining in these early level dungeons. Did a little engineering, just kind of crafting some of the tools. But I mean, you know, I'm going to try to get a lot of this on footage. So here we are, streaming away. And yeah, I'm going to go grind this stuff out. I've got a few health potions down here. So that's also something I recommend before you go into the dungeon. Go out to the auction house, grab yourself a few health pots before you go in. Also a good item to carry is some sort of explosive. There are several different items that you can carry into the dungeons to blow things up. Be careful not to blow up yourself, which I have done several times as well. But there are obstructions in the way that might prevent you from getting treasure or finding certain things in areas in the dungeon. So it's always a good idea to have an explosive. Some of the obstructions can be removed by just, you know, hacking the heck out of them with a melee weapon, but some of them simply cannot. So that's kind of your 411 on that. The other item I recommend while you're starting is having a ring of rejuvenation, the feeble ring. It costs a couple thousand gold and kind of gives you a heal over time. So basically, you know, 1 health pot worth of heal over time, trickling 2 health every second, which is nice in the dungeon when you're taking damage. These are also nice too. Town teleport scroll. So if you do get in trouble in a dungeon and you want to teleport out, this teleports you back to town without dying. And if you die in a dungeon, everything you're carrying you lose. So all your virtual items, your non-blockchained, you know, walleted items, you lose anything that you carried in with you. So that's kind of the, you know, bonus, I guess, for not dying, right? Not standing in fire. All right, so that's kind of the basics of what you need to know when you get started. The dungeons are based on item level. As far as
I got a message for all of them, right? Shake and bake.
Looks like some of my Twitch overlays are still working. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm restreaming like all over the place now too, so I'm probably gonna get in trouble on Twitch, but I just don't even care. I'm having a blast. It's nice to just get in the fold again and play some video games and have some fun. Any comments, feedback, you know, trying to get this website going. We're gonna need all. I mean, I've got so many things going on right now. There's just not enough hours in the day, but I'm super excited about all of these titles that are just, you know, getting to the point where they just seem like they're going to explode. So happy to share in the adventures. So these are the kind of the first dungeons that you're going to. So you can see it's limited by item level, so you can't go into the dungeon with anything higher than an uncommon or a green level item. You start off with the grays. So it does give you an advantage to go into the first dungeon with a green level item. It'll make it much easier to clear. We're going to go hit this rare up right now. Just going to kind of grind these out until I hit about level 10, I'll say, and then we'll move on to the next, which is like a forest level. These, man, these dungeons have really evolved as well. The artwork and just all the time and effort that he's put into kind of making these things look really nice and feel like a dungeon crawler, but very different zones, as you'll see. You know, this is a more of a kind of, you know, pit basement style zone, whereas the next one is out in a forest setting and you're chopping down trees and stuff. So again, kudos to Cliff Colley, and you know, he's a one-man wrecking crew. I mean, that dude is just, I mean, he's an all-star, right? I constantly am amazed by how fast he can put things out and how big these updates are, and he's just you know, in the zone. But you can tell he's passionate about this, right? This is his baby. Also, you know, he's a nerd, right? He's a gamer, long-time gamer, been around a long time. Worked on all kinds of projects, so he's using all of that experience, but now he's doing his own thing. And taking some risk, you know, investing his own time and energy and money with no guarantees. That's my kind of language. I'm not going to explain the gameplay too much unless I have any specific questions. I am trying to kind of follow chat though, so, you know, hit me up in chat if you have any questions. Or if there's anything you kind of want me to point out. Map, you know, dungeon, pretty basic. It'll open up as we explore areas. Arrow keys you can turn around. I'll try not to make you guys sick. But, you know, if you can't see something, you can move around in the dungeon. I've got the music muted, so playing a little background music. But the music is actually really good in the game, too. So. Two attacks, so one basic. It's a real simple game too. So I'm using control to stop my guy, you know, clicking around to move him, left click for my basic attack, right click for my energy attack, and that's it. You know, all of the other items and a lot of the effects items you can put on number keys and use them. Clip's a big fan of effect style weapons, which is kind of fun and different. But it also makes it simple and less stressful, and you know, I kind of dig that, right? Gives you more of a, you know, I'm in here adventuring and looking for stuff and, you know, not just killing billions and billions of monsters and stuff. Which is, you know, there's plenty of that too, but as you'll see, you know, there's a lot of, later on, there's a lot of traps and things that you have to kind of navigate and fire and spikes and, you know, just kind of a more of an explorer dungeon crawler kind of feel. It's not trying to be Diablo. You know, obviously there's similarities, but this is Lost Relics. So these are the nodes, clearly kind of marked on the map. Looks like I might have missed one. I sure did. I'll go back and grab that real quick. So I'm leveling up my mining as I'm grinding these nodes with a pickaxe. This is the first pickaxe. So again, you know, I have a lot of weapons from playing this game since before there was actually level caps and, you know, all of these things became relevant. So I have some higher level items and stuff, but I'm playing this, you know, just like everybody else. So everyone kind of started off at level 0. Which is kind of cool too. But again, you know, it leaves me with this ownership feel. I have an ownership. I have a stake in this game because I have these items that I, you know, ground out a year ago and now actually are worth a couple of bucks too, right? I have a stake in this game. I want to see it do well. Yeah, this is the only character I've rocked from the beginning. I mean, I started playing, when Founders tokens were still for sale, like before it was even playable. It wasn't this game, you know, it was completely different. It wasn't even called Lost Relics, it was called Forgotten Artifacts. But that's you know, kind of cool too, right? These Unity development projects that are just developing on the fly. I mean, you get to play kind of a playable game, and then he gets to introduce players to beta and test and work things out. And you make mistakes too, right? That's part of it. But man, just seeing a game come from what it was originally to this, it's pretty remarkable. It is cool. It is cool. All of this stuff is cool and new and different. There's some other really big titles too. We'll get some game time in here on. I'm a terrible Axie Infinity player, but man, that's got a cult following in the Philippines right now, and I mean, just all kinds of people are into that game. I'm getting my ass handed to me here. I'm out of energy, so just face check this stuff here. It's also not a bad idea to bring a energy potion in the dungeon, which I failed to do. I have some basic level Axies. They're pretty terrible, but I still enjoy playing the game. I did splurge on one decent kind of damage, but I just bought 3 to kind of figure out how to play. When I first looked at Axie Infinity, I kind of just I didn't really understand that they had a goal in mind to create that game out of it. And even the game that you're playing now is only 1/3 of everything that's. I mean, it's mind-boggling, right? It's actually a really fun, addictive game. I'm terrible at the PvP part, but I'm still gonna grind out some characters and play that game, get as much time as I can in it now. Like I was saying, in late 2018, 2019, we were looking for indie block teams, blockchain games to play that were even playable, and now it's man, there's just not enough hours in the day. I just want to play constantly, and this is what it is. I'm extremely excited. It kind of feels like it's happening, finally, right? We've been waiting all this time. And finally, people are starting to get it, get excited about this stuff, and a lot of the content is starting to catch up too. Alright, so that's the end of the dungeon. Not too bad. Ground out a few creepies and get ourselves a little resource here. Check the map just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But I think we're good. I did miss one room over there, but I'm not too worried about it. We're gonna keep grinding tonight, so a win's a win. Yay! Woohoo! I'm gonna go check on my boy here and see if he's lost all his gear in the dungeon yet. The fun thing about this one too is going to be bringing my friends in here and playing 4-player. Lost Relics is one of the ones, that really kind of opened my eyes, man. I was like, whoa, this could actually be something. And it wasn't just the blockchain part of it, the assets part, we were grinding out some pretty sweet gear and stuff, but it was just watching Cliff and having access to him and him streaming and explaining what he was doing and his visions and even when things, were changed and he was kind of making changes on the fly, like that's when I really kind of understood, like, whoa, you're actually a part of the development. You're not just kind of voting, right? Like you're really a part of this game. And if you had held a founder's token, right, your name's engraved in the game forever, right in the middle of the damn town. So that's just neat. It's a neat element to games that doesn't exist today, right? And I don't know if that anyone feels any loyalty to Fortnite. I'm not trying to bash anybody or say anything about any kind of games, right? But this is neat, right? I mean, all these guys will be here immortalized forever in this game. Everybody that held a token on February 3rd, 2020. I should have. There was no reason why I couldn't have. Could have traded for one. Oh, I need to go drop off my stuff. I don't have my gargoyle quest yet. Hopefully it pops up while we're streaming here tonight. I'm gonna go take a look at my stash. I've got a couple of decent items. I do not have any transcendence, which is another thing I'm kind of kicking myself about, because I really had a heck of a lot of chances to grind them out and never really did. I've got the Bane of Immortals, Mythical, Inferno, and the Dividing Supremacy. And some legendary stuff. I do not have an egg. I really need to get that, but there's no reason to have one really now because I'm not playing that high level of dungeon, so. Yeah, so that's because I was playing then, you know what I mean? Like I've already been sending my buddies stuff, and you know what I mean? Like, that stash would be very tough to get right now. Right? But I'm not selling or trading any of that. I'm hanging on to all of it. Those even the mythicals, they were worth like, I don't know, a few dollars when we first got them, and now they're $150. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, yeah, we're good to go. I need to grab a couple of potions. We'll run over and take a look at the auction house as well. Yeah, I mean, there was, a few dozen of us playing this game when it was early pre-beta, whatever you want to call it, alpha. And now there's, 400 or 500 people a day logging in, I hear. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And if that continues, which I see no reason why it won't, who knows, those items could be worth quite a bit more. And obviously, the crypto market is hot again. So this is the auction house. I don't have any offers, but it's pretty straightforward. Buy, sell. They're bid offers and sell offers. So if you do put a bid in on something and you don't get it right away, you might need to bid higher. That's just kind of how it works. Power pendants are the membership items basically for this game. So we can go over that, if you guys want to or have any questions, but that's basically how you're taking care of the developer, right? And then it opens up all kinds of things in the game. If you're looking to grind out a character or play this for any extended period of time and actually want to get some weapons and items and grind out some professions, I highly recommend having a power pendant. Otherwise, it's just everything is significantly reduced. The items that you can take out of the dungeons are reduced, the gold you're getting, etc., etc., etc. The list just goes on and on and on. So the benefits are definitely there. You can also trade these for in-game gold, so you can kind of grind out gold and trade, or vice versa. Buy these out on his website via his payment mechanisms, and then trade them for gold in the game as well. So. We need some health potions, so Distribute health potion here. We'll go and buy, say, 10 of them. The current price is 31, so we'll see if that's actually what they're going for. Doesn't look like it, right? So I put in a bid price for 310, and It's just kind of sitting here, so we'll take it up a little bit. Looks like I'm about to pay some money for these. Open my big mouth. There we go. So 35 a piece. It's raining health potions. That must be a bug because they're actually in my stash. Remember, this game is still in development too, so you know, if you're cruising around and something's just weird or looks weird, don't fret too hard. But you can also report that stuff directly to the developer in his own Discord server, which is pretty sweet. And he actually responds to you. Have you ever tried to call Microsoft when something goes wrong? Yeah. So we don't need all of those, but we'll go ahead and just say take 3. I'm still not gonna grab any energy potions. It's kind of a waste of inventory slot because you do only get, you know, your whatever this is, 15 slots or so. Yeah, some of those items, you know, there'll be another round of items, right? So, you know, I can pretty much guarantee that there's going to be more items added to the game and stuff. But those original items, they're pretty much all gone out of the dungeons. So, you know, they're trading, there's a circulation, and there's still some of them that are available. But it makes more sense, right? Because now all of those are rare. Like that Bane of Immortals, there's only 142 of them. They're all gone, right? They're all in wallets. I have one, right? One of 142 that'll ever be in the game ever. So even if there's something else comes out, you know, or might be something like it, it won't be that Bane of Immortals from the original game, you know? So I think that, I don't know, just something cool, like all the blockchain nerds, like the scarcity and the digital rarity of these things. I don't know, it's different. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I appreciate the subscriptions, love, button presses. Check out our website. You know, got so much going on right now, so much to share. I'm just super excited. I'm really, really lucky to have some pretty amazing friends and people all over the place that I've learned from and continue to humble me. So really looking forward to, man, this next year should just be a lot of fun. A lot of fun talking about blockchain games and cryptocurrency. But the less technical part of it, right? Nobody wants to be bored to death, and if you don't trade the stuff, it's just like, bleh. Right? I get that. Now, you know, we'll still focus on markets, and obviously we want to make sure that we're educated and paying attention and, you know what's going on with the markets. But this gaming aspect of it and the art aspect and just, you know, cypherpunk in general and privacy and, you know, those are all very relevant topics that we should be talking about, right? In a civilized, intelligent, organized manner, not yelling at each other on Twitter. Getting kind of sick of that. I fell into that too a little bit too. Just grumpy. Everybody's grumpy. It's been a year too, right? Depending on where you're at right now, it's still a year. So I feel for you guys. You know, I got friends all over the place. That's part of the really cool thing about Axie Infinity too. I finally hooked up with some people in the Philippines, which You know, it's got this like huge following of the game over there already, and I'm just super excited about that. Actually, I'm in the United States, but I lived in Manila for a year, so I just I have that perspective. And there's a lot of people, like 80% of the people in the United States have credit cards or bank accounts, but it's the opposite in the Philippines, right? So 80% of the people don't have credit cards or bank accounts. So, just giving somebody cryptocurrency doesn't do a whole lot of good if they can't use it or convert it or, do something with it, right? So that's kind of the exciting part of what's happening lately. I'm just Toto to this guy. I'm not trying to get technical here. Ideally, you want to avoid that haymaker. But what's happening is, things are starting to open up to allow people to pay bills, to trade cryptocurrency for like cell phone minutes, for example, which they can use to trade for other things. And that's really opening up a lot of things, for the cryptocurrency economy. And that's just stuff that you can't learn unless you kind of have eyes on the ground and you're talking to people, right, all over the world now. It's not just a small game, right? It's definitely a worldwide phenomenon. With a lot of possibilities. But education is important. Oh my god, I'm just really just getting torched here. Thank you very much for the subscription, Anonymous. I've got an anonymous subscription. I'll take it. I need to do some better recognition too, so hopefully we'll take a look at the end here. And thank you guys, Ben, very much. Obviously, you guys know how it is. If you're streaming or if you're promoting or trying to, swim upstream and go against the mainstream, it's not always easy, guys. So support your indie developers, support your people that are trying to bring you content. Because they're doing it out of their own pocket. They're doing it because they love it. And we have high expectations, but at the end of the day, it's just the button presses and things that are really, the supporting mechanisms behind all that, right? The likes and retweets and stuff. If you think it doesn't make a difference, it does. It really does. And now, we're battling privacy issues with these social media companies and tech giants, right? It's like big tech has become just as bad as big oil or big pharma or big whatever. Too big to fail. Ooh, just ran through that fire. Pretty much putting on a clinic here on how not to avoid damage. But again, I'm pretty comfortable with my level in this kind of dungeon, and I'm taking a little bit more damage, but I've got some health potions here. I'm just gonna burn them. Not worrying about it too much. You could use a ranged weapon as well, so I have a bow here I could switch to. Try to be a little bit more careful. Ideally, if you're playing melee, though, you just want to try to get your first hit in and take care of them before they get to you. The fire does put a dot on you as well. As I just displayed there, it's kind of nasty. There are some items, though, that will actually prevent you from taking fire damage. I used to be streaming on. I just had no opportunity to. And you know, everybody makes sacrifices and had to do what they had to do recently, but I had no like ability to stream. It's kind of all this office I'm using, and I couldn't make myself like stream on a laptop, and it just all kind of coming back to me, and I'm using those things and on D Live too, which is I hadn't actually tried before, but it's not bad. You know, there's some things I like about D Live. So we're at the end of the dungeon again. I think we're good to go here. Not too much on that pole, but just keep grinding them out. Maybe we'll go face check in the next one up just to kind of see how it is. I might as well. I've got gold. I'm rich. If I die, I'll just buy some more stuff. That is the cool thing about, you know, your blockchain items though. If you die in the dungeon, your blockchain items stay in your wallet. So they, you know, they're in your stash forever. They don't go anywhere. So if you die, you come back here and you can just re-up your items. The virtual items though, like all of these that I'm looking at now, you lose those. So since we're gonna go try an epic level, we'll grab a couple more potions here. I do have this chalice too. I really don't know what like the entry level for the next level up of dungeon is. I was thinking like level 10, but I don't know. We'll go take a look at it. Put that to my secondary so you can see I drop into my secondary. This dude just looks cool rocking an axe. Oh yeah, that's got a nice graphic too. Lovely. Oh, I know what I do need to do. So we'll go voice this out so I can get it on video. But since we also need to level up our professions, so the next one up is the Ash Wood. So it's an epic level, which I have the advantage of obviously having. Higher difficulty level, different items available, but these resources are farming plants, so I need a different tool. Wow, that came out choppy. So see, I have a pickaxe. I need to go get the gloves. I think are the first level item. And you wouldn't really want to bring all of your crafting, or I'm sorry, your farming gear. You just want to bring whatever is relevant to the dungeon you're going into, because otherwise if you die, you're just going to lose it, right? So like the one we were in, you want your pickaxe. The next one, the forest, you want your wood chopping or your, your gloves. So that's what we'll bring. And I think I have a axe, maybe. Maybe not. We'll go buy one real quick. This is like an entry level item. Oh. If you follow my Twitter page too, Goldman Sachs is the name of the company website that we're launching. That's definitely the one that you want to follow for giveaways and links ups and, you know, displaying all kinds of other games and Decentraland. And I want to get on Somnium VR too and Crypto Voxels. If you haven't checked out all that stuff, that's, you know, these virtual worlds that are all opening up and kind of creating this thing they're calling the metaverse, which just looks super cool. I mean, literally like Ready Player One stuff just coming at us. I haven't really tried to like stream in VR or mess around with that stuff, but I'm ready. Any of you guys messed around with any of the virtual reality or VR? You guys have Oculus Quests or any of that stuff? Like, I've been holding off on buying an Oculus, but I think I'm gonna have to cave. So we're just looking for this entry-level hatchet to fell trees and chop wood. Chopping wood is what I'm doing tonight. So we've got our wood chopping and our scavenging tool. I really haven't even done this yet, so here we go. Pushing buttons, right? That's the other fun stuff about messing with new technology and games, right? I like pushing buttons. I've been building rigs for forever. Somebody told me, you know, 5-6 years ago, longer than that now, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. Man, 2008 seems like forever ago. Somebody said you could, you know, use one of your gaming rigs to make money. And I was like, what are you, on crack? And, you know, here we are, Bitcoin's worth like 13,000 a pop. So this is like a forest level. I mean, this is gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful. And this is new. I mean, this is in the last 60 days, so, you know, this is all new for me too. I have no idea what I'm doing in here, so if I'm doing some stupid stuff, or if you guys have played this before, or you want to yell at me, or you have some comments, let me know. Dude just spit some sort of poison on me, and that's nice. So clearly I'm going to take some damage in here, so I can already tell that I'm not going to be comfortable in here. At this level, anyway. So maybe I'll actually try to, you know, dodge something. These little guys are cool looking. Let's try to dodge this guy's poison. Nothing over here. I don't really know what the resources look like either, but they should be marked on our map. God, this axe is badass looking. Zoom in too. Oh, I heard something there. Anytime something cool drops, you'll hear the little guitar. Oop, I just pulled a whole pack of trash. There we go. And whiffed and caught all of that right in my face. That was awesome. As you can see people in chat, how long has this game been out for? It's like, well, this game's been out for 60 days, but the original game was out 2019. Early 2019. Alright, so I'm standing on stuff, so... What am I? Oh, okay. Oh, that's fishing. Cool. So of course I don't have my fishing net. But at least I know that you can go fishing in here. So I totally whiffed on that. I had the other two tools.
Oh.
Oh boy. Alright, there's actually quite a bit in here. I mean, this is just beautiful too. Hear the birds chirping. Go ahead and hit a potion here. And then I want to kind of keep the ring. Oh, that's a big baddie over there. Chomper. Alright, here we go. Here's some sort of node. Looks like that's my wood chopping node. Nope, that was herbalism. Some zesty for fruit. Fruity. I have no idea what that's used for, but I guarantee it's worth something. Crafting, you know, a lot of that is still early development. Oh, and there's a tree down there, I guess. Yep, cool. So next time we just need to bring our fishing net in here. This is obviously a great place to collect a lot of resources and level up our professions. Another place to fish. There's a cure poison, like an antidote too, that you can buy. If I get real desperate, I'll pull out the bow and actually try to kite some stuff, but I'm hoping that this level's not too terribly long. Already went up there. Wow. Okay, that dude's got pretty nasty AoE breath that I'm not gonna want to stand in next time. Oof. Maybe we'll go ahead and get the bow out now. I don't like playing like this. melee, but clearly it's easier to take less damage.
And now,
Keep your stank breath away from me, son. Oh, it's a big dude. Okay. Probably don't want to get hit by that. Shit. Don't do that either, where you get stuck chopping wood and just kind of kite. That's terrible too. You know, if you're gonna use the energy, make sure you hit the damn thing. Make sure you hit the damn target. Nothing else up here. Am I missing? Tree here. The animation on this is just really nice looking too. I mean, look at the detail. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Die. Got two of them. Hiding. Effective. But not as much. Oh, okay, I just got smoked by that. I'm in real trouble now. Guy kind of snuck up on me. That was very tricksy. That's a stun. Just when I was talking shit about kiting. He doesn't seem too phased by my arrow. Yeah. Another big dude over there. Oh, there's a lot of mobs in this level. got something coming at me here. Sorry, it's probably not super exciting if you're watching this, but I'm trying not to die. Oh boy. And doing a pretty bad job of that. Uh-oh. So, Mike's really down to 1 health potion here. This is questionable. I wanted a challenge, right? Make sure there's nothing else out there. Yeah. Can't even see that dude. Cool, there's a blockchain item with a engineering resource. So I could throw that in my wallet if I wanted to. Oops. That is not what you want to do. Man, that stun hurts and then slows you. I'm not even going down there. I'm just looking for the end of the dungeon. I don't have a scroll either. That I even talked about grabbing one before you come in. Oh my goodness. Another big dude. Alright. That's the kind of fight it's gonna be. I need to get him in some space where I can see. Concussion. Ow. A lot easier to fight him out here where you can kind of give him the old rope-a-dope. well. Again, if we die, no big loss. We'll come better prepared next time. It's tough to see in here. It's awesome. I mean, this is just amazing. Turn it around, that would make it easy. Are you guys on your edge of your seats? Because I know I am. Somebody selling some legendaries. Legendary crafting weapon. Just coming in here blasting. There's no way I would have made it through here with my axe. Another big dude. Mm-hmm. Sweet. Scavenging. Alright. That's what we're here to do, ladies and gentlemen. So at least if I die, we accomplish something. Quail eggs. I'm out of inventory space about. But, grab those. Kind of, we'll decide, you know, if we need to drop stuff, but at this point I'm just trying to figure out if we're gonna make it to the end of this damn thing. Oh, chest I missed.
Instead, I'm using a different.
Dump some of this stuff. Not some sort of blockchain item, but I have no idea what it does. Some sort of book. Yeah, we'll have to look it up. It's probably used in, you know, recipe. see anything else. I definitely want my creepy coins. So the zesty and the bundle of sticks are pretty cheap. The bronze ingot I want to hang on to. And this is pretty worthless too, I think, so. So hopefully this is the exit. I don't think there's really a difference between that and the Widow Thorn. Oh, this is a consumable. Oh, it's an energy consumable. So that's probably what you're using to make your potions. And this really isn't. I don't even know what this is used for, so we'd probably ditch that for this. So. Using logic. Look at me go. Victory. Victor, you guys are impressed. You guys are impressed. Victory. I'm impressed myself a little bit. Give myself some self claps. I don't have any of my soundboard stuff yet, but I'm gonna probably take just a little bio break, grab some water, and take a 10-minute break or so. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate all the feedback and the button presses, and guys, you know, the whole streaming community, doesn't matter what platform you're on, are just some amazing people. I mean, I'm just tickled to kind of, you know, be able to be back in here. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I'll work on kind of getting some things built into the streams too that are a little bit more fun and interactive. All right, so let's go drop off all our gear. We got all kinds of good stuff. We'll go ahead and I think I'm just going to keep going back in there. I mean, I have no reason not to, unless we want to, you know, continue to level up our mining. But clearly I gained almost a whole level in there, so. Grab some potions. Maybe a few more this time, huh? Got a ring, we've got our gloves, we've got a hatchet, and now we'll also bring our fishing net so we can do some fishing in there, right? Hells yeah! It's gonna be a fishing party! Just call me Fisherman Biff. I was just thinking about leveling fishing in World of Warcraft and how boring that was. Oh. Blech. There's the scroll too. You guys want to see it, but we're pretty much ready to go. So I am going to take a break here, and I don't have a timer or anything, but we'll just take 10 minutes. And I'll throw up a screen here. I believe I have one of them somewhere. Oh, look at that. I'll see you right back. Be right back about 10 minutes. If you're on DLive, I apologize. I can't link up the chat on DLive, so I'm just kind of watching it. But let me know if you have any questions, guys. And remember, I'm real easy to find. So hashtagging all over the place. Golden Stacks is our new venture. Make sure to follow that. It's got a kind of a fresh Twitter account, a website under development. We're going all the way, baby. We're going worldwide with this thing. So I'm going to turn some tunes on. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes.
So one of the nice things about being a Spotify DJ is when you get a track with a really, really long fade out. And a proper DJ would have just mixed something in a little bit sooner.
La la la.
I'm in love with your brother. What's his
that song goes out to anybody out there that's ever loved somebody else's brother or sister or mother. Rave Party Radio, it's 10 to 1. The next up, it is Cheeky Chops. Keep on listening, you sexy motherfuckers.
You guys are sexy. Sexy, sexy, sexy. Looks like my mic might be turned up a little bit. I didn't even ask you guys.
Shout out
if it
to
was
Mel
okay.
Masterson, Paul Caslin, Rosanna Spataro, Bettina Langlois, Farid Ahmadov, and Nick Beardo Fruin, who's got a set coming up later.
That's ravepartyradio.org if you haven't checked it out. It's super cool, free website. Go use it. Love it. Enjoy it. I do.
Check us out on Facebook. You can see it and hear it. Out from Cheeky Corner.
Alright, enough fooling around, you silly man. We've got grinding to do. These monsters don't kill themselves, dude. Pardon me. Alright. So, pretty successful haul there. We got our fishing net. We've got some health potions. Let's go kill some stuff. Probably not a bad idea to grab one more. Wouldn't mind. Uh-oh. I'm dropping a patch. If it lags out, I'll probably go ahead and stop. Or maybe we'll play some Axie Infinity. I don't know. I don't even... Who knows? I don't even care. This is my stream and we have like 8,000 games I want to play now. My goodness. Six Dragons looks super cool too. If you haven't played that yet, that's like an open world kind of Skyrim feel to it, but also blockchain game, and I can just tell like it's got that feel like this one did, where everything is very like you can see the scenery and kind of the bones of the game is gonna look really good, but you know, there's not a whole lot of like pretty stuff added when I should say like some of the monsters and stuff you can tell will definitely change. If you haven't played that, go check that one out, because that one actually I think you can sign up for beta and actually play it. Same kind of thing, you know, just jump in there, play the beta, participate, right? Report bugs if you find stuff or whatever they ask you to do, whatever in the game, and then just everything you can get into your wallet, put it in there. And then all of a sudden, you know, a year later, it's worth some money, right? I mean, that's exactly how it happens. Same with like Decentraland and Somnium VR, Crypto Voxels. you haven't checked out that. If you want to learn more about cryptocurrency or just kind of get into some of the basics, let us know, right? We'll help you get a wallet and that kind of stuff. So it's set up. It's pretty easy. Browser wallets are really easy to use. If you want to try out Decentraland, that's kind of a browser world to jump into, and you can learn a ton about cryptocurrency inside the virtual world. That's definitely a place that we'll, be using and recommending and trying to attract people instead of, the other way around, yelling at them. So definitely a more effective way. You're gonna have giveaways and fun stuff, and I'm gonna be giving away some Lost Relics items. I should say because we've got all kinds of cool stuff Golden Stacks does. We'll give away Decentraland gear. We'll give away some cryptocurrency. We're partnered with Note Blockchain, so we'll be giving away some NTPC. We're partnered with CYFM, Cyber FM Radio. So might give away some of that at some point. We'll definitely be giving away some Garbage Pail Kids because I love those. Wax Blockchain's pretty cool. The list goes on and on, right? Axes. Even the cheapest Axes, I think, going for $20 or $30 right now. We could go look. But that's kind of what you need. You need 3 Axes to enter the game now. So $60 minimum. And if you get the cheapest Axes, they're pretty much junk. I mean, you can still play the game and learn and level them up, but it is what it is, right? These games are starting to explode, and buying land in Axie Infinity is a whole nother dimension to the game that adds another level of ownership to it. And that stuff is all going and getting really expensive and just selling out instantly anytime they do a release. So signs are there, guys. This stuff's getting popular. It doesn't have to be millions of followers and huge popular, but like we were talking about earlier, all one of these guys has to do is kind of survive basically, and build a following to establish an economy that keeps the game running. And they only need 1% of Activision Blizzard's revenue to survive and thrive, right? You don't need to have 1 million followers on a platform, or 1 million players, I should say. That would be nice, and that would, I'm sure, be the ultimate goal for a lot of these titles, but I don't even know. Maybe that's not. Okay. As we all have learned recently in recent years, bigger is not always better. That poison's nasty. I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit just because I'm jamming out, but let me know if it's annoying or too loud. Yeah, if you stream, definitely use this. Why wouldn't you, right? Oh, cool, we're fishing. Guess I didn't catch anything. If you stream, Rave Party Radio is cool. So is Quarantine Radio. Those are both on my website. I should say our website. It's not mine. It's ours now, definitely. They're something you can use on your streams and not have to worry about copyright, for the most part, anyway. Now, some of the things that are on quarantine radio are just replays, so still have the same kind of things to deal with. Or mixes. I don't really care about any of that anymore. I just don't. The I should focus here for the world. Seems like the thought police are just coming to censor you. It doesn't matter where you're at these days. So it's kind of up to us, right? And just stay a step ahead of them. How that works.
Well, thank you. There you have it.
Force the notion that you are not going crazy and you are not being paranoid and everything that you've been worried about are the exact things that need to be on your mind. The question is, what do we do about it?
Listen to the radio. Don't watch TV. And don't buy their products. Simple.
That's right. Don't buy their products.
Don't vote Tory.
Don't vote for anyone.
It's the only way you beat the corporations, right? Don't buy their products.
No gilly, mate.
Am I going the wrong way? Duh. It's a little easier on myself, right? Yeah, that's called using your brain. Kind of extend out my screen, you know, so I can extend out my field of vision. Should get a level here too, so that'll help me do some a bit more damage. And then we'll get a prize too, because we're holding our power pendant. So when you're holding a power pendant and you level, you also get a little reward with random RNG item.
Thank you, Colin, for inviting me on. We've got a lot of very, very talented DJs on this afternoon. We're very good with that. I'm just here to be slow.
Another baddies in here. Yep. Feeling a little bit more comfortable now. Now we kind of know the landscape and understand the monsters. And obviously we're kiting, not face checking everything. Oh, already kind of out of inventory, huh? We'll leave that. Those vines you can use to make gloves. These sticks can be used to make hatchets, but again, I'm not too worried about it. We'll pull out of here what we can, but we want to make sure that we get the most rare stuff. Oh. About that base checking. Man, that has some pretty serious range on it. That's pretty sloppy play there. Woot! Oh, yeah. I think just one shot that guy. Baddies are marked on the map, so really have no excuses. Much better. Mucho bueno. Very good, very good. Got another big rock dude. Broad. Golem looking dude. Very tinky. Oh. I was gonna say that looks like something that could blow up. I guess it's not. Yeah, I'm getting my face chopped off here. Creepy coin over there. Bad guy over there. Bad guy over here. Bad guy down there. I'm just gonna leave the sticks. I mean, we've got a full inventory now. Doesn't look like room left or right here, right? Oh, see, I didn't really even have to pull him. Sorry, getting the ring around the rosy here. Yeah, there was no reason to pull him. I could have just left him over there. Although, ooh, fighting two of those guys would have been, ooh, three of them would have been a lot of fun. We also got him, I guess. Come on down here. Not bad. Sounds like I've done that before. Whoa. Hello. definitely want to grab creepy coins because those are going for anywhere between 100 and 150 gold right now. Whoa.
But you know what? I feel dirty.
You guys are no joke. This is not super easy at all. I don't know how you would fight those guys with a melee weapon, to be honest. I'm sure there'll be some more tankier mechanisms, shields or whatever stuff added. Melee class, but if you're in here kind of under leveled or under geared, it definitely makes sense to be rolling the ranged weapon. Alright, well, made it through the end. More things here. Farm up. Excellent. Got a full stash. I don't know if the quail eggs are worth any more or less than this other garbage, but it's all pretty much gray level items, so I'm not too worried about it. That's a nice. Very nice. So now we get our reward. Didn't actually see what that was. I'm assuming that's a blue potion. We'll go look when we drop these things off in the stash. I don't have the gargoyle quest, so I guess I won't get it till tomorrow. That is an energy potion. Oh, might as well take it with us. Pretty nice haul tonight. Pretty happy with everything, honestly. That first run was a little sketchy. Well, the first run in the forest level, I should say.
Dirty cash, want you. Dirty cash, need you. Oh.
And just check the socials here. Let me know if you have any questions. Stream looks good. I'm happy. You can work on quality stuff, but things are working. I like that. I'm streaming to pretty much at BTC Biff everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, D Live, Periscope, whatever. We're probably gonna go ahead and really call it right there. I got a couple of things that I want to take care of here. I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. It's been a fun stream. It was a lot of fun. And thank you again for all the button presses and the subscription anonymous. That was awesome and unexpected. I love it when people just pop into your stream and try to be a little more consistent online. Scheduling streams for events. I really want to kind of just showcase and display everything that's happening, not just in the crypto, currency landscape, but gaming in general. And if you want to talk about, Bitcoin, blockchain, all that stuff, it's really just about removing the fallacies, right? At the end of the day. And I know that we can do some of that, so that's what we're going to work on. So again, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and kick the ending stream up here and make sure that frame actually works. Hey, again, I appreciate all the button presses. Go out there. Real easy to find these days. So we'll just make this branding as obnoxious as we possibly can. And let me know. Let me know if you have any questions, feedback, comments. Hit us up on Proton Mail. When we get the website open for comments, I expect, as much feedback as possible, because that's what it's all about, bringing communities together. So we definitely want to know, right, what the communities want to see. Once I think that we can bust down some of those silos and start being a little bit more cooperative, some good things are going to happen. But you're already starting to see some of that, right? Some of these technologies are merging right now, and it's an interesting landscape, a very interesting time for global markets and finance. And that's I think a good segue to leave you guys for the evening. Again, thank you very much for joining me. I am your host, Biff. Go check out goldmanstacks.com. Find us on some sort of social media, because we're everywhere, and we're going global with this thing. Looking forward to streaming all kinds of events and giveaways and lots more games. So go check us out. Thank you very much, wherever you are in the world. I hope you have a great day, great evening, or great afternoon. Take care.
Get some.